And now, our feature presentation.
Are they twins or is one just a reflection?
Forget it, Nick.
What is this?
If I can't find a real man, I would rather die a virgin.
Last chance. I'm gonna count to 3.
It's a tummy fun.
Kill a camera.
Welcome, everyone, to another episode of Good Improv Watches, the only show that allows you to watch us watching something stupid.
How stupid and fun is that? And we're 83 strong now in the Good Improv community here on YouTube. So thank you to each and every one of those 83 amazing people.
83, huh? That's a huge jump from last week where we had 82. That's a huge leap we've done.
I hate to inform number 83. As you remember, we had an extravagant gift for number 82. But 83, we need a bit of a favor from you. There was this guy, Phil, that the three of us didn't really care for. And long story short, Phil's dead. We need a place to store him for a while. So number 83, it's time for you to step up to the plate and prove your loyalty to the channel.
Yeah. Don't just subscribe and then just, not mean it. You subscribe here. We expect things done. Damn it.
Exactly. Sometimes we have something for you. Sometimes you have to give us a little something back. It's a give and take sort of situation.
Yep. Give and take. You scratch our back, we'll scratch yours, Maybe you'll need a favor one day, and then if we're not too busy, we'll help out.
But we promise to give you good entertainment and a funny show. And not just because Kim Kardashian's watching tonight. Possibly.
Wow.
Awesome. She could be. I mean, you must get tired of listening to Pete Davidson go on and on. So probably I'll just see what's on YouTube.
I think that maybe she passed out drunk somewhere, and the algorithm is just constantly feeding up videos after 8 hours of certainly she's bound to stumble on a good improv video at some point.
I would imagine.
It's the algorithm.
Inevitable. Yeah, totally inevitable.
Well, Kim, if you are watching, we promise you a completely Kanye-free program. He's not here. You don't have to worry about him. Just come in and relax.
Yeah, I don't think he's in this either, this movie. Middle-aged crazy.
He's not in this movie.
Yeah.
But that's unfortunate, but that's okay.
All right. Well, let's see what this all is, huh?
Yeah, middle-aged crazy.
Middle-aged really depends on how long you live.
Yeah.
A 5-year-old could be middle-aged.
I mean, there's some kids who have died of cancer, and for them, 6 was middle-aged, right? So, you don't know.
Yeah. So that middle-aged craziness could strike you at any time. You got to watch out.
That's why I'm in a constant state of crisis, because I don't know when the middle's going to be, right? So I've been midlife crisis since I was 20.
That's smart.
Just getting it out of my system.
That way you're ready for it. Is it even a crisis if you're always in crisis mode? Are you even having a midlife crisis?
I would argue, just got to find bigger and bigger crises.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
Well, let's get our butts over to the place we watch movies and get middle-aged crazy.
All right.
Church, beep, beep, beep.
Hey, we made it just in time for the movie.
Okay, good.
Yep.
Oh!
I even snagged a snack on the way. I got a little James Earp's sarsaparilla.
Oh, sarsaparilla.
Geez, I always thought that James Earp was only known as the more famous brother of Wyatt Earp. I didn't realize they had a chain of sarsaparilla as well.
Yeah, I would have assumed Wyatt would have opened the sarsaparilla company because he didn't do anything.
Yeah, while they were busy shooting it up at the OK Corral there, James Earp was making soda.
That's right. Getting money, getting paid.
Look at this.
Sid and Marty Croft. Sid and Marty Croft made those puppet shows like Land of the Lost and
and this is where it all ended up.
Mr. Huffin' Puff for Huffin' Stuff, whatever his name was, and Margaret. Wow.
Yeah, she dated Elvis.
Yeah.
Star-studded cast here tonight.
That's right. Bruce Dern and Margaret. Middle-aged crazy. Well, if nothing else, we get to look at Anne Margaret for a movie.
That's right.
You know?
She's actually in very elaborate prosthetics that kind of disguise her entire face and body, I think.
You know, we just want to cover all that up, and
There's another guy named Michael Caine in here, but spelled Kane for the last name.
The discount Michael Caine.
Yep. Not to be confused with Michael Caine.
Hold on, do you see this? Did you just see what that said there? Hold on.
No, I missed it.
You gotta see this. Look at this. Okay, it's coming. There it is. Based on the song by Sonny Throckmorton. Have you ever heard of a movie based on a song before?
Is this the Jerry Lee Lewis song?
I don't know.
Maybe.
That middle-aged crazy?
Well, no, it's Sonny Throckmorton wrote the song.
Yeah, but I mean, Jerry Lee Lewis didn't write his own songs. He just sang them.
I cannot believe that. I cannot believe that.
No, there's a Jerry Lee Lewis song called Middle Age Crazy. It's like a country song.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
There's not much to base a song out of it. Just like, hey, buys a Porsche and he's going out drinking. That's it. That's the whole song. There's nothing happens, and it's not like there's a narrative.
I feel like why wouldn't they use that song for the main song then, if that was the case?
There was a James Bond movie called Thunderball, and a lot of people think it's actually based on the Ian Fleming story Thunderball, but it's based on the original song Thunderball by Tom Jones.
Oh yeah. It's funny, all those James Bond movies have original songs that they're based on. Hey, have you heard this song called Goldfinger? That would be a good name for a movie, guys. We should base a movie on that.
Sealed in the envelope since noon today. Clean air, a virgin, and a gas station open on Sunday.
Look at this. This must have cost them a fortune.
3 things you won't find.
Yeah, to get Johnny Carson like that. Uh-oh.
Listen, they like the joke so much they're in ecstasy.
Yeah. Shenanigans happening.
Yeah, they could be playing tennis. Puffing and puffing like that. Oh no, doing a crossword puzzle.
Lack of movement considering the noises we just heard.
That's how I do it. Just sit there motionlessly.
Sit like on top.
I got the Hollywood blanket going on here too.
Yeah. You got to cover those up.
Oh, but they covered his chest up too, though.
Well, you don't.
Yeah, usually it goes down.
Yeah.
Yeah, the woman's like here, and then just a deep scoop.
Yeah.
Man. I have to have Johnny Carson on when I do it as well. I just can't do it if I don't. I never got that people who had had the TV on in the background. Like apparently that's a common thing. I'm like, why? Why?
You don't want to miss Carson.
Are you looking over at during hold on, I want to hear this monologue.
We tied the all-time record.
Well, maybe it's one of those things where you're combining activities, you know?
Yeah, I guess.
You listen to an audiobook while you drive to work, or you have X-Files going while you're having sex, you know?
There's only so much time in the day. You gotta combine things. You gotta do 2 things at once. You can't just have sex with Anne Margaret. You gotta watch Carson while you have sex with Anne Margaret.
Well, Carson's only on at one time, you know? This is when it has to be watched.
Yeah. Carson's on now. Anne Margaret's ready all the time.
After midnight. Get it? I hit my last bingo same time you hit 40. And when we started, you were still 39.
Her husband doesn't realize she smokes? Is that what we're to believe here? What's the thing about cigarettes? You can smell it on your hair, on your breath, on everything. You can't just hide the fact that you smoke.
Bingo.
Right.
That's what I call giving a finger to the big 4-0.
What? 2 like this is this big deal made because I've turned 40. Oh my God. Like in the 1980s, I've turned 40. Now, like 40 is nothing.
No, Mama, we won't.
Hey,
Very special day for your daddy.
You've been living longer than ever now.
yeah.
Yep. Yeah, you can put off that crisis by 5-10 years.
Oh, yeah.
I still gotta finish this and clean the pool yet. Hop on. Okay, right.
Uh-huh.
Hey, supposed to be working, ladies.
Damn near good as a vibrator.
As now we know how she mows her lawn.
There you go. Yeah, good thing they included this in the movie. It's all important character stuff.
People have always wondered how Anne Margaret mows her lawn. Sit-down ride mower.
Yeah.
That's how.
Well, it's troubling. You're watching a movie, you see through the window beautiful green grass. It's like, who's taking care of that grass?
Who's mowing that?
Let's close a few of these plot holes up, shall we?
But I think when I watch Viva Las Vegas, Anne Margaret dancing around in the bathing suit there, I'm like, I wonder how she mows her lawn. Yeah.
Yeah, we cut to a factory where they're just making swimsuits. Then the suit gets on a plane and is flown to a store, and then she walks into the store and gets the suit.
Then you're Abe.
I mean, it doesn't seem like a crazily Mexican name, right? Like you'd expect something different than Abe.
Yeah.
It's Senior Phil's.
What's happening in this movie? Like what?
Holy shit, Bobby, did you see that?
Did you see that? Yeah, she's naked. It's a strip club.
What, the thing happening centimeters away from us? Yes, of course I saw it. What are you talking about?
I noticed the naked lady dancing, yes.
I'd still be looking at it if you didn't come and interrupt me.
If they didn't have all those flashing lights to distract you from the sexy lady dancing there.
You gotta tell that one to your daddy. Old Tommy will get a bang out of that one, him and his Mexicans.
JD, I'm trying to have a serious conversation with you about Sue Ann.
Bingo!
In a men's room at a strip club?
Yeah, he's shitting also. Like, they're not just standing next to the urinal. He's in there shitting. What conversation do you want to have with this guy?
I'm telling you something, man. We can't just screw anymore. We're always trying to go for a record. The woman is screwing my brains out.
You're having sex with Anne Margaret. Stop complaining.
But his problem isn't that just he's having sex with Anne Margaret. It's that he's having too much sex with Anne Margaret.
She wants to have sex with me all the time.
God, she's like blowjobs every day. I can't keep up.
I don't even know what it's like to masturbate anymore. As soon as I unzip my pants, she's just on there. God, she's annoying. It's a good Anne Margaret movie. Grumpy Old Men.
Yeah.
That's a good movie.
Yeah, they were grumpy until they were having sex with Anne Margaret. Then they were happy.
Right. That was the thing, because Anne Margaret shows up, and now they're enemies.
They were the opposite of this guy in that way.
Well, little did they know, if they get a relationship with Anne Margaret, it's going to be just nonstop sex all the time. God.
Answer a question for me, all right? Seriously? When you turned 40, was Wanda Jean all...
Are you kidding? Wanda Jean's got Jesus now, man. What does she need with screwing? Old Jesus may be good for your soul, but he sure does put a crimp in your nuts. Come on.
That's what the Bible said.
Now, before you get started on this book, no, a crimp will be put in your nuts.
Happy birthday, baby. Well, bet you never thought you'd see your old dumb bunny Sue Ann on TV, right? Right. Well, this
wow, quite the turnout.
It's a Betamax, just like you wanted. Like I thought you wouldn't get it, right? Right. Wait.
He chose wrong on that format war.
We got it here at the mall.
Yep, Betamax was maximum beta.
Yeah.
It certainly
and
was.
Don't worry. When he hits his 60th, she's gonna get him a laser disc player, so it'll all work out.
And here's some people want to say something to you. Okay?
Oh, yay! That guy.
Happy birthday. And 40. Wow, that's, I just want to say, I really think you're a great guy and everything. And
Is this like Logan's Run? Like they take him out and shoot them when they're 40?
Yeah. 40 is not a big deal, everybody.
And, wow, Dad, you just blow me away, huh? I don't know.
Happy birthday, Bobby Lee. Oh, 40. Well, you come a long way, Bobby.
Man, 40. Huh? Am I right, guys?
You should be dead by now.
Yeah.
Since he retired, Norway, the company is just getting bigger all the time. Ever seen your apes in Harris County? You're quite a boy, Bobby Lee. Quite a boy.
Does he have some sort of connection to Senor Abe? Is that like his restaurant chain or something?
I don't know. Well, he like there are people building it as he was leaving. So was he like?
How's it going?
Is he a contractor or something? Maybe, I don't know.
That's no big deal. When I was 40, I was still pounding nails. 40's time of life.
Yeah, a lot of people can pound nails in 40. It's not that big deal, everybody.
The hammer does most of the work there, honestly.
64. 64 is the shits.
What did you say that for? Oh, you make me sick.
Oh, his marriage is over. That's it.
For your birthday show. Seriously, honey. Greg and your mama and daddy, they just about said it all. But there's just one more thing that I'd like to say. And you're the only man.
I want a divorce.
Only man.
I've started dating a man named Elvis Presley.
Yeah, you're not having sex for long enough. God damn it.
About says it. Any girl that Greg gives his class rank to is family enough for us, right? Now, here's Jane.
Say something to Greg then.
Hi, Mr. Burnett. Happy birthday. The first time I met you, I just knew you were a real good person right away on account of, well, here you are, so successful and all, and you're still driving an Oldsmobile.
Old mobile.
Oh, copywritten song.
They must have paid for this.
Yeah. Well, they already got Bruce Dern and Margaret money, so.
Yeah, and Johnny Carson.
Yeah,
Jeez.
they saved money on getting that cheaper Michael Caine.
Yeah, exactly.
Somebody help him out! Somebody help him out!
You forgot one there!
He's putting extra breath on the cake.
Jeez. Wow. He knows a lot of people.
Wow, a t-shirt. Thanks.
They got him a Houston shirt because he has a problem.
You give it
He's 40.
For God.
Give it to him now.
God to bring it.
Houston, we have a problem. One of the astronauts just turned 40. My God.
We'll have to turn around.
Eject him out into the airlock. Get him out there. We can't have him infecting the rest of the crew.
This is a conga line.
Have either of you ever seen a conga line in real life?
Not at a like a house party.
You seen one, Jordan?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like a wedding.
For sure.
Really?
Yeah, big parties, yeah.
Weird.
Been part of some too.
What?
I've seen them on more than one occasion. They've broken out.
Why would you want a stranger to grab onto your hips and start like dancing behind you like that?
You always said you'd give it to me.
No, why wouldn't you want to join a a movement where you're not really in control, but you're going through the motions the same as everyone else, and you're all having a fun time, and then it ends abruptly when the song's over.
Right.
Y'all act like it never happened. You just act like it never happened.
It's like, oh, that dude who was just grabbing my hips and thrusting earlier. That's nothing. That's fine.
Well, no, you try to get in between, a couple.
Two ladies? Oh, I see. So you gotta get in between two ladies is how you have to work it.
Yeah, you want to do the lady sandwich method if you're in a conga line. For me, anyway.
Or be at the front.
And Margaret's taking this downstairs, everybody.
Then you control the line.
Hey, do you like it?
Oh, yeah, babe, it was...
At some point, you've been in the line for 20, 30 years. You wonder, what the hell have I done with my life?
Do you think these people feel a certain affinity afterwards, like a chain gang would when they get released?
Yeah. They meet afterwards years later. Remember the line we were in, guys?
Remember when we were on the line?
We're on the line together. Do they choreograph this? What is? I've never been to a birthday party where there's this much dancing in the house.
Morning, Gene. How are you?
Evening, Bobby.
You having a nice time?
Yes, fine.
Can I get you a drink or something?
No, thank you, Bobby. No,
Sure.
I don't drink now, On account of Jesus don't like us to defile our...
Oh, right, on account of Jesus, right. That's the thing that makes you not have sex with your husband anymore, right? Yeah.
They both live.
Thank God, I wish my wife would find Jesus.
Yeah, do you have one of them Bibles you could give to my wife, Ann Margaret? Because she will not leave my penis alone.
Get over here, please.
It is literally the worst.
JD, will you give me that drink?
No.
Give me...
Yeah, if there's a conception, it won't be an immaculate one.
I am not going to take you home tonight at all. You're going to have to walk home.
JD, you're making a fool out of yourself.
Well, she should walk home. You've been drinking.
And that's all I want to do is have a good time and celebrate Bobby's 40th birthday. Come on, have a drink with us.
Let me ask you one question.
Yes, sir.
Have you heard of Banarka?
I knew him well. Lemon. This here's what I call lemon.
Jesus.
Jack Daniels.
All these guys have mustaches.
Water shooting up your ass.
Maybe his wife was right that he should have stopped, because within 5 seconds, he was nude in a hot tub with a big bottle of Jack Daniels.
Yeah, it didn't take long.
Hey, leave now, faster. Faster leaving is required.
Just giving that guy a back massage there.
Was that his son and his girlfriend? Is that who he's walked in on here?
No.
He checked it out first. Like, oh.
I'm telling you, Renfrew had that ball.
You told me already.
I think that was his son and his girlfriend. That was his girlfriend's face. I only didn't recognize the back of his son's head, but
Like his son's girlfriend, right? Not his girl.
No,
If
he's
you would've-
fantasizing about his girlfriend now.
If you would have been in a conga line with him, Justin, you would know what his back looks like.
Yeah, no, I would know the back of his son's head.
She says she's all alone, and her parents won't be coming home till late. There's a ringing in your brain.
There you are. 40. It seems like only yesterday you were...
Wow, that really affected him seeing his son have sex with his girlfriend.
I want you to tell
Transported him to a different world.
his friends are dropping left and right. Please talk to him, Bobby Lee. I caught him last week, making a list of all of the dead people he knows, starting with his granddaddy and going right on down through Austin and Curly.
I was on that list for some reason. I couldn't figure it out because all the rest of them people were dead.
And then it was underlined a whole bunch of times, almost scribbled through the paper.
Bing died. Finally fenced them in.
With a little asterisk in the bottom saying, see plan on page 6.
Please talk to him, Bobby Lee. Where it is now, I keep expecting him to wake up some morning and be dead.
You got my word, I'll talk to him.
Oh.
Well, you're not going to wake up if you're dead, lady. That's kind of silly.
Yeah, he doesn't know how it works.
Unless you're Dracula in the middle of the night.
That's true. True. Dracula wakes up. He's dead.
He's undead, though, isn't he?
Undead, right.
Oh, now he's fantasizing that he's dead?
Just like his daddy.
Now his mom's in the car? Okay.
What can I say? We all loved him.
Whoa, how'd they do that?
Maybe that's his twin brother.
They got his twin brother.
got to ask yourself why. He was only 40.
That's Bryce Dern there.
It's his daughter, Laura Dern, with a lot of makeup on.
Yeah.
Oh, there's no one there. That's sad.
Bingo when he screwed her.
He was the king of the bingos.
Son wants to be an architect.
Well, it's a Zoom funeral.
Up his ass. Yes, sir. Bobby Lee Burnett had it all. How come he died?
I told him to see a doctor.
Doctor would have told him, don't go humping your son's girlfriend.
No, I swear I never.
I think most people would probably tell you that, not just doctors.
Yeah, it
Just
doesn't
people
really
in
take a
general
doctor to make that observation.
It doesn't seem like medical advice. It seems more like life advice, if anything. Relationship advice, maybe.
Yeah.
And there'd be very few situations where it'd be appropriate to have sex with your son's girlfriend.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, you thought that was the weird part. I thought it was the doctor giving unsolicited relationship advice.
There's a Jeremy Irons movie, too, where he starts having an affair with his son's wife.
What happens to him?
It's called? I can't remember. I've never seen the whole thing.
Oh, Lion King. That's
Lion King. That's it. Whoa. Now, is this a fantasy, or is this is Anne Margaret like seducing him with a strobe light?
Yeah.
He's just having an epileptic seizure on the other side of the camera. Yeah.
You really liked the clothes, didn't you?
Very nice.
I almost bingo.
I can't understand this guy at all.
Bet you wonder where I got it, huh?
She's like, what's wrong? You're moving even less than usual when we have sex.
He's just totally ungrateful.
Yeah.
All sorts of really sexy things hanging right out there in the window.
I want to get
Can you
away
believe
with
it?
you for a while. Just the
Do you know,
two of
right
us.
next to J.C. Pennant? Can you believe that?
Now listen to me, please. Can we just, the two of us, get away for a while?
I know. Baby, I know you probably think it's silly. It's just... I love you so much.
Look at, he's got the rotary phone right there by the bed.
Yeah. I'm sure this is a very wealthy person's house. It seems like he got all the new toys and stuff. He must do well for himself.
Go look at her.
Oh, pardon me. It's not a.
There's a
It
lot-
looks like a push button.
It is a push button, a touch tone.
There's a lot of money. There's a lot of money in hanging signs up in Mexican restaurants, which is, I'm assuming, what he does for a living, because it wasn't really made very clear.
Yeah.
And I promise you'll never have any reason to go looking.
It's a Mexican Abraham Lincoln themed restaurant.
That's right. At the end of every night, someone gets shot in the back of the head.
Not just someone, Senior Abe.
Senior Abe.
Oh, 40. You come a long way, Bobby. The big bro.
I swear this movie turns into Falling Down.
Yeah, there we go. It'll be more interesting than what's happened so far. So far, it's not exactly a fireball of action here. There's not a lot of crazy in this middle-aged crazy. Oh!
That's what I call getting the...
I've seen Bruce Dern be crazier in other movies. This is very low level Bruce Dern crazy.
Oh, he's gonna go buy one too.
Yeah, there you go. So far, this is the only thing that's in the Jerry Lee Lewis song.
Gonna buy me a Porsche,
Buying a
cruising up and
Porsche.
down the road during my midlife crisis, I think is the lyric.
Yeah, it's something like that. You're not far off. I mean, it's not exactly like a brilliant song or anything.
Well, first you get Bruce Dern, and then you get Anne Margaret, then you point the camera at the two of them. Is that how the song kind of goes?
He lays out the whole movie. Yeah. Make the sounds, Bruce. The car will do that.
This seems like a weird solution to the problem of having too much sex with Anne Margaret.
Yeah, I'll buy a car. That'll calm her down.
You know what's
yeah.
You know what's also weird about this is he's elected to, instead of taking it for a real test drive, just sit there and fantasize by going vroom 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 vroom.
Wow, that was close. He almost died in his fantasy.
Whew.
If you die in your fantasy, you die in real life.
That's right.
I'd love it, but I think I'll have to pass.
Well, okay.
Have a nice day.
Same to you.
You didn't get my permission to touch me there, buddy. So dude, just back that hand off.
Who's this now?
I don't know.
I could fantasize about having sex with her.
She doesn't even look that different from Anne Margaret.
Not really. I mean, it's more of a lateral move, if anything, you know.
Something more than I could ever hope for. Hard to believe that you were around.
That's how the sales guy wishes he would look at the car.
Thought I had a sale there, but then he saw that woman. Da, 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 da.
That's not very safe. She's not wearing her belt at all.
I guess I should understand why he wants another lady if his problem is too much sex with his current lady.
Yeah, that's what I'm led to believe, right? Like, I don't know. Maybe he's assuming this woman.
Take a real long time before they start having sex.
Yeah, maybe he's thinking this woman won't be interested in sex at all.
His idea of a hot steamy affair is just kind of sitting around. They're both sipping a coffee, reading an individual newspaper.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, both reading separate John Grisham novels or something.
No, honey, I swear I was having sex with her all day long. I swear it.
Knock your goddamn eyes out, don't you? Yes, sir. The Porsche 928. Best production automobile in the whole damn world.
This guy must be looking at a car the way he's drooling and the eyes are coming out of his head.
Excuse me, sir. I was perving on this stranger. Thank you very much.
Yeah. I was just literally staring at her with every fiber of my being. Could you move out of the way?
40. Yeah.
1,000?
Uh-huh.
Oh, get drunk instead. Good choice, Bruce.
Still no. To Dallas. Come on.
Yeah.
Look at her.
You could say he pulled a U-turn at the car dealership.
Porsche, I've been telling you about the 928.
Oh, man, them crowd cars is all the same. Besides, you're an Oldsmobile man, Bobby. You always was. This car.
Yeah. Good old respectable Oldsmobile.
Now you head on over to the Oldsmobile sports car dealership and you get yourself one of those.
Think you're the only man that daydreams? Like the other day at McDonald's, I'm standing in line, and I see this little gal behind the counter.
That's just a sexy old lady with a walker slowly walking away as he pervs on her.
No, I'm jumping over the counter. I'm slipping it to her right there. You want to see a Big Mac? I'll show you. We are in a restaurant. Of course, it was all in my head. That's what happens to you when you hit 40, Bobby. You start dreaming about all them sweet little things you should have nailed when you was young. Anyway, I think we're making a mistake.
I can confirm that. As soon as I turned 40, just vivid hallucinations about ladies that I didn't have sex with.
Yeah. That you totally could have, probably.
100%, obviously.
That's the assumption he's making. It's like you should have while you were young. I think there's other people who have a say in it, you know? Maybe those people weren't sleeping with you not because you were young and could, you know, maybe they just didn't want it.
They're probably just as rich as he is. It could mean a lot of business.
God, I wasted my penis having sex with no one but Anne Margaret my whole life. Look at me now. Where am I now?
Look, me and my nice house with my new high-tech home entertainment system and my phone by the bed and my hot tub. God, I'm such a loser.
The graduating class. Do not think of today as just the beginning of our lives as adults, but the beginning of the future.
Future's way ahead of you, lady.
The graduating class are the future.
Bullshit.
Whoa.
Same
commencement speech. Every year.
He's heckling a graduation now?
These silly fucking hats.
You know, it is a legitimate nightmare of mine, though, that things in my head aren't in my head and I'm saying them out loud. Did you ever have that fear? Like, am I, that was in my head, right? That was in my mind that happened there. I did not actually say this out loud, right? Like, it's just, like, horrified of it. Like, that's a nightmare I have that I've not controlled it and it's just come out.
Okay.
Every Tuesday evening at 9:15 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, I have that fear. They're broadcasting my internal thoughts to the entire world.
You kids want to see the future? Look at your folks. Fat butts, saggy tits, beer, television. That's the future.
It's not wrong.
Hey, I'm supposed to be a big success. I build taco stands for a living. What kind of bullshit future is that?
There.
Oh, he does. Builds the Mexican restaurants.
Give them back their damn diplomas. Give them back their silly fucking hats and stay 8.
Would you build me a hot dog restaurant? Get the hell out of here.
I'd build taco stands.
The future.
Yeah, he looks, you know, I don't know. I don't, you know, I'm not saying a white guy can't build a good taco stand, but if I want a taco stand built, I'm probably going to go to a Mexican guy,
Well,
you know?
Be a little more authentic.
Yeah. You know, who built a good taco stand? Bruce Dern. He built a hell of a taco stand.
Americans. Over 2,000 were there, some listening to a group.
Goddamn Mexicans. Rioting and causing trouble. They should have dropped the A-bomb on Juarez.
That seems harsh.
Your son built taco stands. If it wasn't for them, your son wouldn't have a job.
She was just a kid.
Should have dropped the bomb on Juarez, he says. Seems a little harsh.
She didn't die. Just that the posters aren't selling like they used to, and she's had a lot of bad luck. What on earth ever made you think she was dead?
Everybody else is dead. Why not her?
Hey, shouldn't Greg be getting home soon?
Oh, no, Mom. It's one of those all-night things.
Yeah. You not had a graduation? You not know what happened?
Graduated, your ma? I swear she didn't sleep a wink. She kept calling what's-her-name's mother,
Linda.
Yeah,
That's right,
yeah.
Linda McAllister.
Linda McAllister. Student council, glee club, pep squad. Only thing they forgot was Bert.
Linda.
Bobby! God, you look so neat, real cool.
Me?
Oh, that's his ideal woman. She's never experienced sex.
There you go.
So she would have no reason to want to have sex with him.
Right.
But still a virgin.
And look at how he's dressed, too. So there's like double down on that no having sex thing.
But I just told her I can't be first, well then I'm not gonna do it.
You know, this looks like that the beginning of that Michael Jackson Thriller video.
Yeah.
It's like the red jacket and the.
Got a real bad case of the blue, you know what?
You know, it's funny, because when I asked a movie studio, hey, can we film a series of sexual fantasies I have about increasingly younger ladies? They said, get the hell out of here, you pervert.
Yeah.
And yet this gets made? Like, what's going on here?
Yeah. A ripoff. If they say, remember when you were in 6th grade? And he goes, yeah, we're turning this movie off.
He was. Big as life. Right there at the foot of my bed. Jesus.
Oh, man. Okay, so speaking of, like, crazy movies with, like, implied, like, you know, kid stuff going on, the Tales for All movies, I was watching a little bit of behind the scenes on Tommy Tricker, sourcing stuff for a new episode here. And it's worse than we thought, I think. So they show the behind the scenes and how, yes, I recorded over like 80 hours of just various children trying out for this role before finding out the perfect Tommy Tricker.
Oh boy.
I have those tapes at home if anyone, if you want to come see them.
Oh, he's quite fond of talking about the tapes. Quite like it's something he revisits often.
Yeah. I just pour myself a glass of wine, sit in my hot tub and watch the tapes.
Well, boy, you're going to college,
Yikes.
That's a future episode. Don't give all the good stuff away now.
Okay.
Grandma and me.
Well, that's incentive to subscribe.
Subscribe for that.
So
there you go.
Thus far, take a moment now, hit the subscribe button, tap that bell, and they'll let you know every time we go live.
I think it's fair to say that we Good Improv, are your YouTube home for all your Tommy Tricker action. If you're any Tommy Tricker fans out there.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Anybody into the Trickerverse? This is kind of the number one source.
Blow me away.
Well, there's nothing either of us can do.
Guess we both gotta go.
Oh, listen, son. Life, a lot of times it means doing things you don't want to do, but you do them because that's your job.
I'm studying to be an architect. And I don't even know if that's a job I want. I've been trying to tell Dad, but he don't want to let me.
Look, your daddy's doing his job, too. I'll tell you, you go to college, I'll take the trip with your grandma. Is that a deal?
Okay, Grandpa. You got yourself.
If you do the thing you're dreading, I'll enjoy a fabulous Caribbean cruise.
I'll do the vacation.
Bobby, Greg doesn't get going soon. He won't get there till dark.
Okay, now you study real hard, okay?
Going on to college. Don't worry, your daddy said he'd take care of your girlfriend for you. Make sure she wasn't lonely.
I know. Don't forget to run.
Oh, I got a racially tasteful little lawn decoration there. That's good.
Even for like a race,
140, you just stopped caring.
like even if you're a racist dude, why would you want that in front of your house?
Yeah, it's really. It's, you know what's perfect in a front lawn? This guy.
I tell you all summer, but you just don't want to listen.
Oh, Greg, come on. I listened.
That's-
I understand.
Yeah, I don't care what you have to say, son. That's why.
Right? When I was your age, I had a girlfriend. Came time to go to college. I didn't want to go, but I went.
See, now you don't understand. It's just not the same thing.
For Christ's sake, it's all the same thing.
Yeah, okay.
What are you talking about? Me and Linda McAllister, you and Janet, it's all the same.
Crap! The sun dies.
He chose that Hill was definitely outside the field when he got possession. But without the bobble, it might have been a score.
Are you watching that game?
On the next play, Scott Laidlaw laid a straight course for the
Well, it's on, and I'm staring at it, so yeah.
Come on, you know, it's better than that.
Just want to make
She couldn't wait for her kid to be out of that house.
Because I don't want to wait till the end of the game, you know?
God damn it, Aunt Margaret, I'm not a machine.
She won't even play pool on a pool table.
Neither will Sue Ann. All she wants to do is hump on it. She's probably at home right now trying to figure out.
Ah, these women are sex maniacs.
This
Constantly
poor
obsessed
bastard.
with it.
This poor man.
God.
This is a horror story about being forced to have sex with Aunt Margaret all the time.
Come on.
What?
See, now when I think, he says I build taco stands for a living. When I think of a taco stand, I think of a very small affair.
Yeah.
This looks like a large structure they're building back there.
We don't.
Yeah, I think he was using reverse hyperbole there.
Oh, I see.
Chance.
He builds restaurants.
Bobby, what the hell are you
Yeah.
talking about?
I don't know. I really don't know. I just know that I gotta get the hell away from here for a while. I gotta do something.
You gotta
Cue
do
the
something,
sad
man.
music for the guy who's having too much sex with Anne Margaret.
No,
He's gotta
Jordan. He's also too successful at work.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
Right.
almost over. We haven't been to
He's living too large. He's getting tempted now to buy Porsches.
But you love
But he didn't buy. That he didn't buy though, because he went, "Oh, that's expensive. That's actually outrageous. I'm not buying this." So he didn't even buy the Porsche.
You want to go running up to Dallas?
There's very little crazy in this midlife crazy.
JD up there by himself.
Because Senor Abe doesn't want to see JD. He wants to see me.
This is not a relatable situation for most people, where their wife is too beautiful and too horny and they're too rich. This is really not a relatable situation.
I gotta start thinking about the future.
I'd like to see this exact same movie, but it takes place in the Middle Ages.
I'm a successful builder of mutton stands.
It's just, you're not gonna let JD talk you into.
JD, come on now. He's no more happy about going than I am.
He's got a three-piece suit on, extra layers of clothing between him and his sexy wife.
Right, we gotta keep the Aunt Margaret weight somehow.
Cat in a fish market.
It's
Using
not keeping the
protection.
hose-
About Big D,
Yeah.
my, oh yes. And I'm talking about Big D, little A-double-L-A, yes.
Well, now, Mr. Titus, on behalf of the stadium management, I want to tell you how pleased we are that you're planning to turn this sweetie.
He's probably got the button fly too, just to try to slow her down a little.
Yeah.
This is it. Now, you're going to make me a suite that'll show them oil and cattle boys they ain't the only ones that's got money to burn.
Oh, so he must be like just an architect in general or something, because his son's taking architecture, and he's now designing like a suite in the stadium here.
Put the vibrating machine. Holy shit.
So he's not a restaurateur. He's an architect or a contractor.
Yeah.
It's them?
All right.
The cheerleaders?
Yes.
The Dallas cheerleaders. Yeah, this is where they work. Stupid.
Talented and wholesome young ladies in all of Texas.
You make me uncomfortable, sir.
Like, do we have to be so perverted when we say it? That's like.
Yeah.
That's the whole reason they created this damn sport.
Oh, it gives a shit about football.
You know,
Based on that reaction, I bet those poor girls that have a miserable time at work.
luxury transportation. Come on, get in. We'll give you a little ride so you can see what I mean firsthand. Bobby, get in.
I see. Now he's going to pose as a cheerleader to get in with them.
That's right. There we go. Now we're getting crazy here. I noticed she was wearing like really high heels. I don't think that's very safe cheerleading outfit, you know.
Yeah.
Where.
But he's going to get in too deep. He's going to become too good at cheerleading. He's going to become their star cheerleader.
And then they have to have the big cheerleading competition at the end. He reveals that he's a guy, but then they're like, well, you know, but you have all the routines. We need you. And then he helps them win the big cheerleading competition, and he learns that, you know, the true value is the friends that he made along the way.
Yeah.
And the sex that he had with all those cheerleaders.
Hang on.
Finally, I can be alone and not have sex with myself.
Yeah, there you go. Do it, Dern.
Real deep V.
I wonder if when Laura Dern comes home for like Thanksgiving, he says, "Come on, we're gonna watch one of Dad's movies," and he puts this movie on.
Well, what do you think? Old Spice or Asian Nights?
It's like Clint Eastwood in Gran Torino, but instead of "get off my lawn," it's "get off my penis."
About your dream girl, man. Well, you see what old JD digs up for us.
They should make a sequel to this movie, like with Bruce Dern now, having like an end life crisis.
Like, oh God, what have I done? I alienated my beautiful wife who wants to have sex with me all the time. What have I done? What have I done?
Yeah, piano bar. Nothing sexy ever happens there.
Yeah.
I told you, Ramada, that's where it's at. We gotta get out of here.
Here. Take the car.
I'm gonna stay here and listen to the non-sexy music. You know what song they haven't had in this movie? The movie, the song the movie's based on.
That's right.
I got a real woman at home. Good woman. And I'm gonna keep her happy, JD. Anytime, any place she wants.
Yeah, I've been thinking about betraying her 24/7, 365, but I'm going to keep her happy now.
That's right.
There it goes again.
It's
Strange
a phone.
sound.
Believe it. There's a ringing in my ear.
Was the implication just that they were holding their breaths and having sex underwater?
What? No, you heard her, so I was like, was he going down on her under the water or something? I don't know, because you heard her say, like, moaning.
That's not a tenable situation. Like, you can't hold your breath that long.
No. You shouldn't have sex in the water. You'll get water up there and cause all sorts of bad shenanigans.
You know, there's a confusion between a merman who's like an underwater guy and a merman who's into myrrh, like the, you know.
Into myrrh, like frankincense and myrrh, yeah. Some people are frankincense men, some people are merman.
Who just died? There's somebody dead there. Who just died? I missed that.
What?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, that was the phone call. That's what interrupted him from having oral sex with Anne Margaret. Somebody phoned, said somebody died.
There's a one of them funeral cars there.
Oh, his dad, I bet.
Yeah. Oh, that would make sense.
Thank you, Sue Ann.
You think Juarez got him?
Wonderful girl.
I heard us talk about the bomb, yeah.
About the bomb.
The counter-strike against him.
And they're going to be at the funeral, and Anne Margaret's going to be like, honey, never had sex in a graveyard at your father's funeral before. This is kind of our one chance to do it.
She can't get up because she's got a boner.
I don't want to see it.
That's right.
A lady boner, of course, but
Yeah.
I don't think I can look at it.
oh yeah, grief is like right next to sex on the emotion scale, you know.
Yeah, I hear you. Every woman I've ever had sex with has been crying, so I know exactly what you mean.
Uncontrollably sobbing the entire time.
Yeah. And you go and visit them later, they're just kind of like rocking back and forth, kind of like this.
Yeah.
To make, and I really been.
So yeah, I know. They're right next to each other.
Feel that.
Now look, Sue Ann and Mom are really.
I mean, I
falling
just
apart,
can't
so I'm
believe
gonna
it.
need
He
you to.
looked so great the last time I saw him.
Becky, that was 10 years ago.
Well, no, but he looked fantastic. Bobby, you gotta be kidding. A Chevy?
It's an Oldsmobile.
The same thing, aren't they? I mean, all those taco stands. I thought you'd at least have a Mercedes.
I didn't want people to think that I was uppity.
Just like Joanna Feldman. I mean, everybody on the coast has Rolls or Mercedes, right? But not Joanna. The original liberal. You wouldn't find Joanna dead in a Rolls or Mercedes.
Look back.
Her husband's Nate Feldman. They bought dead.
The Nate Feldman?
The Nate Feldman, everybody.
Wow. That's something.
Anybody you ever heard?
So is this his sister?
God, he didn't.
I must be, but I didn't know that liberals took a stance against luxury vehicles because they're all driving Teslas now.
Yeah, you think? You don't get much luxury than that.
It was nice.
It was nice! She did like a low-key Borat impression there.
Yeah, Mom, it was nice.
Look at that. They got a policeman at the funeral just waiting to arrest someone.
That's right. Well, you know, people drinking and driving. That's where you get them. You pull them over, make some money for the city.
Maybe the whole funeral's a sting operation.
Wouldn't Tommy just die?
Into God's keeping we command our loved one now departed. Into the earth which is the Lord we commit his body. Earth to earth.
Is it two competing funerals that are happening?
At first I thought they were translating it into Spanish or something, but no, there's another funeral happening across there.
Well, I wonder if this is going to be like the Earp Clanton funeral feud.
Or it'll just be like, yes, the deceased, he was super successful in business. Oh yeah, well, this deceased, he was the first man in space.
He was beloved by his community for charity work. Well, this
charity work over here.
This guy gave all his blood to charity, to people. That's how he died. I don't know if they book funerals at the same time. And like, now we got to book as many funerals at the same time as possible. You guys, we got to make our money on this land that is only here for burying people.
So far in this movie, Bruce Dern has been like an unfunny Will Ferrell.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's been forlorn. He's been horny.
No, just 1 second.
I don't think he's been crazy.
I can't hear a goddamn thing.
My idiot wife is enjoying herself with the TV again.
Deliver on Tuesday, but if they don't deliver on Tuesday, we are in the shit house.
But she's not having sex with me. She's watching the TV too loud.
Okay, no, yes, look, just do me a favor. Call the man back. Tell him that My own office just put me on ignore.
How long's Mama gonna stay here?
Swan, give her a chance. We just buried the man.
Oh, that's clever of him. Have the mother stay there. That way they
Yeah,
can
there
have
you go.
sex.
Nice.
Oh, now he's thinking.
Yeah, well, I gotta talk to you first.
Look, I got your mom on my back. The office call me every 5 minutes.
Yeah, it's real important.
Oh, you got a problem in school?
Yeah, well, sort of. I want to quit.
Quit?
Yeah, now I've
Jesus
been giving it a lot of
Christ.
thought.
No way.
Hey, don't you even want to hear what I gotta say?
Greg, I'm up to my ass in what everybody else has got to say. All right, we'll talk about it, okay?
Well, when?
Whenever I get a chance.
Next weekend. I can come down next weekend.
Next weekend's great. It's just great. Next weekend.
Hearty handshake, and that's how we close the deal.
Bobby Lee, I just can't.
Well, up to your ass doesn't seem that bad because there's still all the length up to your neck.
Yeah.
With you and Becky to the air.
You got your arms totally free if you're only up to your ass.
Yeah, there's so many things you can do.
That's a good point. That's a really good point.
TMS, cocaine. I can't talk to Ed or any of my friends. God, they're as miserable as I am. I need somebody to talk to.
Not as miserable as Bruce Dern is in his car right now.
He really looks miserable too, doesn't he?
I think he's miserable in this movie.
He's having a psychotic break. He's going middle-aged crazy.
Middle-aged crazy.
You know, this is it's
trying
kind of
to prove he still can.
it's kind of American Psycho a little bit.
Yeah. Just without interesting stuff happening.
Yeah, without anything cool or interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, he's having like the murder fantasies in a way.
Yeah.
Same type of thing.
But the sex fantasies also, like now the jail. He's going to jail now in his fantasy.
Yeah.
I don't want to be.
But with American Psycho, it's like you didn't know what was real and what isn't. This is very clear that he's just daydreaming.
It's not fair. I'm too young.
Yeah, he's going on a Logan's Run, ladies and
Here we go.
gents.
There's the song.
Well, Bruce Dern runs away because he's sad about being so middle-aged. Then he drives away after his daddy died.
But not in a Porsche. In an Oldsmobile.
Oh, no, never mind. Porsche time. He's upgrading his clothes to be like a 50s country and western guy.
There you go.
Turning into Marty Robbins.
He's like, oh, the finest belt buckles.
5-gallon hat, 10-gallon hat, 100-gallon
gallons.
No, Bruce, you can't have that many gallons. Don't you tell me what I can and cannot do.
With an embroidered star.
Yeah.
There.
But where's the horse?
And today.
You bought the Porsche instead, which kind of sounds like horse if you say it like Porsche. Porsche. If you say it kind of similar, it sounds similar.
Yeah, get off your high Porsche. Goes whipping around the corner, doing Mach 40. Weaving in and out of traffic.
Look at him go.
He's middle-aged crazy.
He couldn't have spent two traffic in that Oldsmobile like this.
No, that's right. Couldn't drive an Oldsmobile at deadly speeds. I wonder how many people have a midlife crisis, buy a fast car, it's too much for them to handle, and they crash it like within a day.
Probably lots.
Because I bet there are cars out there that their pickup is more than you'd think, and you start swerving all over the road.
That accounts for 62% of people over 40's deaths is car accidents in high-end luxury automobiles.
There you go. Listening to Jerry Lee Lewis song.
I believe it. There was a guy ripping down the road right by my place here in a sports car, going back and forth and back and forth. Nobody did anything. Nobody cared.
Nobody did anything. What did you say? Hey, you, stop!
Well, it won't be long, son. Just until I can get myself a smaller place. One of them little condominiums. You'll help me, won't you?
Mom, look at me.
No!
You can count on me.
Of course I won't help you. You move your own shit into your shitty condominium, Mom.
Just so long as we don't go into another sex fantasy right now, I'm going to be okay with that.
Yeah.
This seems like the
His
least
mom
likely guy to suffer the Oedipus complex here.
Yeah. Well, his mom was in the car where he had that other one.
Yeah.
Oh, he's got his boots on.
Wishy-washy herself right out of buying that house.
How do you get the pants off without getting the boots off?
I think you gotta take the boots off, take the pants off, and then put the boots back on.
Wow, that's a choice, hey?
You wouldn't want to take the boots off, though. That would be a mistake.
Okay.
Probably cut the pants off, I think.
We're getting up bright and early. We're taking her condo shopping. First thing in the morning, you hear me?
I heard you the first time, Sue Ann.
Don't you go getting mad. Anybody's got a right
Yeah.
to get mad here, it's me. I'm not the one that goes out and spends $40,000 on a goddamn Porsche.
Sue Ann.
And I love Mama just like anybody else. But Jesus, Bobby, I thought that
Better be careful here. She might get mad enough to want to have sex.
That's right.
He is coming down here.
He's going to be like, you know what, honey? I'm cutting you off.
No more sex for you, Anne Margaret.
That's right. I'm cutting you off. What do you think of that?
Thinking about it, that's all. He wanted to talk to me about it last week, and I was too busy. I had a lot of things on my mind.
Too busy buying a goddamn Porsche to think about your own son quitting college. Sure.
He's not quitting college. And it's not a Porsche. It's a Porsche.
Look at that. She's trying to hump him right here. Just
Yeah, she's just satisfying herself right on his boot. I don't even need you to consent, Bruce Dern. And Anne Margaret gets what Anne Margaret wants.
I don't want to hear another goddamn word about
I'm going to tell you what I told Elvis. You just lie there and you take it and you shut the hell up if you don't like it.
Elvis is like, I have trouble rolling off of my back, baby.
No. It's just been...
Like, is this supposed to be a comedy? What is this supposed to actually be?
I mean, it is to us.
It was listed as a comedy, but I don't understand at all what the point of this movie is.
We're talking about you, and you're not quitting school. Is he, Bobby? Bobby?
I don't give a rat's ass what he does.
Bobby, you tell him you're his father.
Well, I guess I'll understand this movie more in 2 years when I turn 40.
There you go. Well,
I
I'm
don't know.
44, so maybe I'm too old to understand it now. Right? I'm 4 years past it, so I can't relate to that 40-year-old anymore. I moved past it, Jordan.
Yeah.
How about you, Dan? How old are you?
Well, I'm exactly 40, but I have the mind of a child, so maybe that's what's going on here.
That was just right. Just Greg, whatever you want, it's okay with us. Yeah.
Bobby Lee!
No, just get Mama to buy this place. Everything is just great.
Bobby Lee, Miss Parsons here was just saying it.
I was just saying, Mr. Burnett, that the builders are asking $52.5, but I think we can get it for $51.
We think, Bobby Lee.
Whoa.
What do you think?
That's pretty good.
What's your name?
Bobby.
Bobby? You're kidding. That's my name, too.
Bobby.
Oh, I'm proud of it, Bobby.
How do he speak without moving his lips? He's a ventriloquist.
Oh, look, they got Dan Aykroyd and Lorraine Newman in this, too. Look at that. They paid for that cameo as well.
I got to go back to Dallas.
Jeez.
I have to go back to Dallas. There's a woman I'm not having sex with there.
Yeah.
Don't understand why you gotta go now.
Sue Ann, Dallas is where the job is.
But it's a remodel. I thought you didn't do remodels.
Senior Abe is pouring a ton of money into this.
What about the people that do it, Senor Abe's up?
Senior Abe himself.
Yeah. We're flying him down.
His Senior Abe's up there.
He's got his Lincoln-style sombrero.
Now, Bobby, you can't go now. Mama and Greg and all. It's not fair leaving you with all that.
Oh, what? Mama bought the place, and Greg's all settled.
I kill.
What are you talking about?
Greg, he's far from settled.
Sue Ann, I gave him a job. He's doing exactly what he
Well,
wants
him
to do.
coming home, it wasn't just school.
You know, Miss Janet. He missed Janet.
Not quite. See, that's the problem. They're afraid that he didn't miss Janet. Honey, they think she's pregnant.
Pregnant?
Shh, your mama.
Oh, her too?
I like that he's LARPing as a cowboy, but he only got one outfit.
Yeah. Well, that Porsche was expensive, Jordan. He couldn't afford a lot of clothes.
I reckon I done seen that belt buckle before there.
Bobby, we got us a gold mine here. Have us a crew out here first thing in the morning. Start nailing up this imported Italian fruitwood paneling, which, by the way, I am getting from Georgia Pacific at 1/3 of the price we estimated.
Whoa! I can't concentrate when you talk like that.
I was gonna go there. We'll pick you up at Now, this is what I call a car. Wow.
Yeah, car too. It's very common. We all actually call this a car.
Now this is what I call a car.
Are you kidding?
Now this is what I call a pen.
I'll catch up.
Now this is what I call a wallet.
Bird's really good there, Luann.
Oh, you scared me. I thought you were a mugger or something. Is this yours?
Yeah?
God, it's beautiful. Did you get it in Dallas?
No, Houston.
Houston.
Yeah, Houston.
No,
I mean,
Bobby.
I've seen you somewhere before. I know I have. Now, don't tell me. Wait a minute. Where was it? The Porsche dealer in Houston.
Yes, I was creeping on you in there. I was staring at you very creepily.
Yeah. Are you an architect or something?
I'm a contractor. Yeah, I'm remodeling one of these suites here. Abe Titus.
Senior Abe.
Senior Abe. You know him?
No.
Well, I do all of his places down in Houston.
No.
Oh, I get it. So Senior Abe's the guy who owns the suites, and he owns the restaurant chain, and this is the guy who builds his restaurants for him.
Right. He's like Papa John's.
Yeah, there you go. It's like working for Papa himself.
Aren't you a cheerleader?
Except Senior Abe never said any racial epithets during a board
During
meeting.
a board meeting, yeah. You think Senior Abe's eaten 40 tacos in the last 20 days as well, Jordan, or what?
Oh, yeah. Easy. He's tasting them all the time.
Here.
Nancy Henderson. Interiors.
Yeah.
Nancy.
Yeah.
Have you got a pencil or something? I'll give you my number up here, and if they haven't got anybody already, you'll want me.
Oh, that's suggestive language, Nancy.
Yeah. Yeah, Nancy. That's being misconstrued right now, Nancy. You think you're just hey, oh good, I got a shot getting interiors for somebody. Yay, I can get out, I can stop cheerleading.
Interiors? Like inside? That's what he's thinking.
Yeah, that's what he's thinking. He is not picking up what you're putting down at all, Nancy.
We could have sex, huh?
Yeah, you mean sex.
She is pregnant. Doctor says no doubt about it.
Well, then she'll still be pregnant Wednesday, and we can talk about it then.
But I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah.
I want you home tomorrow.
But, Sue Ann, I told you Abe Titus is going to have me tied up all day.
But I need you here.
I'm hoping that Dallas cheerleader's going to have me tied up all day.
Yeah, tied up and not having sex.
I told you I have an affair scheduled for tomorrow.
Oh, hey, she's an interior decorator, you know. It's business, JD.
Bullshit.
Yeah, bullshit.
Don't forget old Abe at 3.
This is something I did for Allure and lots of chrome and plants and bookcases. Well, it is a bit boring, but then again...
This woman now, because I think she's there authentically thinking, hey, this might be my way into my interior decorating career. And he's just thinking,
this may be my way in, you know? That's what he's thinking.
when I called.
Yeah, so his interior decorating career. Or
Yeah.
he decorates her interiors.
That's right.
With his dick.
With his penis. In case we're not being clear.
It's not that.
Mr. Burnett.
Look, I have problems, all right? I'm having too much sex with Anne Margaret.
Why don't we just cut out all this bullshit and go back to my place?
Oh, I thought that was just in his mind.
Who was that? Was that to show us what time it is? Are you late for a meeting? What was that for?
Must be.
No, I wasn't.
Yeah, he's got the meeting at 3 o'clock.
Oh, 3 o'clock, right.
I was trying to see. No, I was just trying to see what time it
If
was.
you want to go, I understand.
No, I don't want to go.
Something's
Good, because I'm out of here.
Now, why don't you just go?
I don't want to go. I'd like to stay. Honestly, I was just... I've never done anything like this.
You could have fooled me.
Had sex? Yeah, you have lots of times. Remember all that sex we had with Anne Margaret?
You know, I think you should know something.
I hate sex.
I am a married person. You do?
Yeah.
At my age, this gets... takes a little getting used to.
Bobby. The young guys, they all want to marry you, and the old guys, they all want to own you. So, I mean, young or old, it all ends up the same, doesn't it? Somebody owning you. I don't think you want to own me. And that's what I like about you. And that's why I love you.
What? Hold on. Let's slow
Whoa,
it down there,
hey,
one
whoa.
night stand. What do you mean you love me? So hold on. Well, you know what? Maybe I should get to that meeting real quick.
Yeah, I gotta go. I didn't know that Bruce Stern was this good in bed. Like, just you have gorgeous women falling all over him and demanding that he be part of their sex life.
And me? And no strings.
Not to bring it back to Kim Kardashian, but Bruce Stern's being a real Pete Davidson here.
Yeah. Sorry, Kim. We know you're with them and all, but we
Moving
gotta
from
say
lady
it.
to lady. Yep. Moving from lady out of his league to lady out of his league.
Men everywhere just kind of shaking their heads, going, "Really?
What the hell is going on here? Really?
Pete Davidson? Huh. I'm sure even he's going, really? Huh, me? Wow.
I read some stupid interview with some guy that was on Saturday Night Live with Pete Davidson, talking about like, oh yeah, it's true. Pete Davidson does have a big penis. He told me it's 9 inches. So I was like, I'm sorry. Is that's proof now?
Oh, that's reliable.
Here. Hey, Titus is climbing all over my ass. You promised to meet him.
Look, I was having sex with a Dallas cheerleader who wants to be an interior decorator who confessed her love for me, knowing that she's married and says no strings attached. So I got a lot on my plate right now, all right?
Sue-Ann's been calling about 20 times. Let me give you some advice, Bob.
Look, I don't want any of your...
I feel like Senior Abe would understand because he's not honest Abe, after all.
Well, he was lusting after those cheerleaders too. He would get it.
How do you think a burrito empire gets built?
Yep. Gotta fill a few tacos to get this far in life.
I can't help it, babe.
But you promised.
Sue-Ann, I can't help it. I told you that, and I did not promise. I just said.
No, never mind.
Yeah, never mind.
I just got...
Is that a statue of a dog? What's with these guys? A very strange statue.
How does said differ from promised either? You say you'll do something versus like what's the difference?
I guess the word I promise.
I guess just a promise, yeah.
I didn't promise. I only said I'd do it.
I said I would be there to get you at the airport. I didn't promise I would get you at the airport, so no accountability there.
Yeah, loophole.
Loophole.
Okay, that's it. No more screwing around. Go see Abe Titus.
I never understood the phrase loophole because isn't every loop a hole?
Loop a hole. Yeah, kind of. It is, yeah.
Like a lasso is a loophole.
It's a really shallow hole, though.
Maybe it was named after a guy named Loophole.
That clears it up. Thanks, Justin.
Yeah, no problem.
Hi.
Buy you breakfast? What are you doing?
I'm driving.
Uh-oh.
This doesn't seem like a wise plan.
She's going to enjoy driving that car too much, and then she's not going to want to stop. Now he's lost his Porsche.
Oh, is that flaccid balloon some sort of
visual metaphor?
Visual metaphor? Or is he just as capable of having sex with that Dallas cheerleader last night as he was the night before?
Look, I didn't bother to button his shirt up, but he tucked it in. I gotta be respectable.
That's great. That's not even bare minimum effort. That's below the bare minimum.
Who's going to pick up that balloon? Some poor sea turtle's going to choke on it now.
He must have buttoned it in the car. He's like, you know what? I should button this.
Yeah.
This is...
Just while he's driving.
This is too much.
Swerving around.
It's too much.
I told Abe you had some kind of emergency at home.
Oh, that's great. What'd you tell Sue Ann?
Nothing. She didn't call, so I... Isn't that where you were?
Ooh.
Oh.
Senior himself.
I'll be damned.
Well, but damn.
And that's with his presence.
Howdy, Mr. Titus. Well, he's here just like I told you he would be. Right. Yeah, I'll just get on to that. I'll get to cracking here.
Uh-oh.
Not good.
In trouble now.
Morning, Abe.
Morning, my ass. Where the hell you been, boy? I ain't seen you.
That's what a person whose ass has died would say.
Doing business. Just
I'm mourning my ass.
Deal with that asshole.
Now, look, I'm sorry.
Sorry? I don't want sorry. I want some respect. This ain't just nobody you're jerking off, boy. This here's Abe Titus. Senior Abe. When you jerk off Senior Abe, you're jerking off...
I don't believe he's really Mexican.
He's telling this guy how to jerk him off. Get a load of this.
Oh, shit.
Go back. Let's hear how you jerk off Abe Titus.
No, now he's going to make it worse. He's going to get out of there.
I don't want sorry. I want some respect. This ain't just nobody you're jerking off, boy. This here's Abe Titus. Senior Abe. When you jerk off Senior Abe, you're jerking off a whole goddamn conglomerate.
So like 5 dicks at once? Like what's the number here?
Yeah.
What am I dealing with?
Do I have to bring them all to climax, or like?
Well, it'd be like the spinning plates. You know, you're going down. Oh, he's close. Oh, get over here. You know, just trying to keep each dick as close as you could to, right? You know what I'm saying?
Take your everything
Yeah.
and shove it straight up your conglomerate.
Oh, no. How are you going to make the payments on that Porsche if you don't have a job?
This is where he crashes his car into a ball of fire.
At least he's getting somewhat crazy now, right? Like, at least it's like he's making clearly bad decisions.
Yes.
Impulsive.
Yes. He had sex with a cheerleader. He quit his job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, now what?
Uh-oh. And Margaret looks pissed.
Where is everybody?
I said Greg to Janet's and Mom at Mavis Brown's.
Jesus Christ, son, you're smoking a cigarette.
Mm-hmm. And drinking. Took a few Valiums, too.
Whoa.
Sit down, Bobby. We got something to talk about.
Is he gonna tell her to go to hell too and drive off every time it's a conversation he doesn't like?
Let me explain, okay? Just let me explain. See, when you called, said that you weren't coming till today.
Those ice cubes are very active in the audio mix there. I don't know if you guys are hearing that.
Yeah.
And so I went over.
Foley artist is getting a little overzealous there.
It's like,
right. Not even the ice cubes on set.
A drink.
The director was like, we need more ice cube noise in this shot.
And then coming home, these two policemen stopped us. And
it's not even moving right now.
Come on, Swan, have you got a point here?
Yeah. Yeah, I got a point. You know those two cops?
Hmm?
I ended up in bed with one of them, okay? Get the
What?
point? I screwed something.
He had like a clenched fist there ready to go. I don't know if you guys saw that when he had loaded up there, but that was pretty hardcore.
So she just did she just say she had an affair with a cop?
Yeah.
Is that what just happened?
Yeah.
Yeah, just one.
And then he slapped her with the righteous indignation of a man who hasn't had sex with a Dallas Cowboy cheerleader.
That's right.
You think she's crying because of remorse or because he's wailed on her now? Like, which one is it?
Probably a combination.
I think he's really going to hold her to account here. You know, how dare she? He's out there trying to build a life for them. And
There's something I gotta tell you.
oh, yeah, he's a scumbag. I forgot. Right. He's like, honey, I've been screwing ladies from here to Houston, Texas.
It wasn't that simple.
Well, it's that simple to me. I just happen to love you.
Sure, that's why you screwed that cop.
Once, Bobby. How many times you screwed that little cowgirl? Huh?
Oh,
Actually,
yes.
I screwed the cop.
Jesus.
That depends how you mean by once. Like if you like consecutively during the night, or like there was only one night, but there's 4 times in the night.
You gotta know that. I just don't want to be the daddy.
What?
Suddenly, everybody wants me to be the daddy. I can't handle that. I'm not ready for it.
Aren't you a father whose son is going off to college?
Yeah.
Like, is he like almost 20 years old at this point?
Like, is it just have we changed since the 80s? That's just, it's not this complicated anymore, because I don't remember 40 being this complicated at all.
40 years old.
You know?
My daddy was dead. My own kid was gone.
Yeah, I don't know about you guys, but I got this Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders harassing me for sex, and I got this,
Suddenly, I'm
you know,
the daddy, and I'm supposed to...
Anne Margaret looking lady at home that I'm living here with, and it's just, it's a lot.
Yeah, I bet.
Sounds
You know
like
what?
it.
You should, like Dan and I ruined our 40th. We didn't do anything crazy. You should plan something, Jordan. Just plan to go all nuts.
I think I'm gonna
Get yourself a Porsche.
go real berserk. Yeah, some sort of fast car.
Well, I think you should take preventative measures now. I think you should remove your entire penis and testicles now, lest they betray you when you turn 40.
That's right. Because it's all crazy town once you hit 40, Jordan.
Well, that sounds irreversible. I feel like I could recover from a midlife crisis.
No, I don't think so. I don't think so. There you are in a fancy hotel room, suddenly a member of the United States International Cheerleading Squad shows up and says, Jordan, I want to have sex with you all night. You might not want to, but your penis will want to.
I don't know if it would.
So cut that off right now. Get rid of it. Save yourself the hassle.
Is she going to be with somebody else? She's probably going to be with somebody else. She's a Dallas cheerleader.
Bobby. Hi.
She's wearing a robe.
Hey, you're still wearing the same outfit.
Do you have any other clothes?
She did say no strings attached there, Bobby.
I mean, the lady he was cheating on his wife with is cheating on him? What?
No strings.
Yeah, she said it clearly. No strings.
What are you, an idiot? Come on, man.
Well, I guess we're doing this. I guess we're making a sandwich.
I remember.
Wow.
And your interior designs suck.
I mean, yeah, I cheated on my wife to sleep with you, but this is kind of beyond the pale here, you know?
Yeah.
You cheating on me?
First I'm betrayed by my wife, and now I'm betrayed by the woman I'm cheating on my wife with?
This is untoward.
Only man I ever had. Only man I ever had.
So, Ann, I'm on my way home, babe.
Do whatever you want, Bobby. I'm not gonna be here.
Wow.
Babe, wait, I'll be home in
Oh, wow.
Greg's gone.
Where?
How do I know? He ran out. Maybe to Dallas, just like his daddy.
You find him. So, Ann, everything's just gonna be fine, darling, I promise. So, Ann?
I can't help think, Sue-Ann, that some of this might partially be my fault.
I'm willing to take 5% of the blame for this.
So he's probably been fired from his job at this point.
Now he's going to drive right into a semi-truck.
All right.
Yeah.
It always starts out, and then I guess.
Oh.
Yep.
You really got to feel bad for the guy, you know? The poor guy.
Somehow it just got out of hand. Somehow I think it started when he bought that little black jockey statue. I think that's where it all started to go downhill from.
Although I tell you this, you know, it's a good landmark. You'd never forget which home was yours.
Yeah.
It's the home with the old 1800s representation of a black dude out front. You can't miss it.
Can't miss it. We also got one of those cigar store Indians and
you wouldn't even need numbers on your house. You'd just be like, it's the one with the black guy with a giant piece of watermelon outside. You'll know it. You'll know it when you see it.
That's how you tell houses in Texas. It's just what racist memorabilia do you have in your lawn? So the postman goes, I gotta deliver this to Watermelon House. Gotta deliver this to Cigar Store Indian House.
What are you doing here?
What are you doing here?
We used to talk, you know.
Who died here? Just the dad?
Is that just that's his grandpa's
The
grave?
grandpa. Okay, yeah, okay.
I'm guessing.
It was a double grave. That's why it threw me off.
Well, they're probably waiting for his grandma to die. And bury her right beside him.
Feels like a bad omen to have a grave like ready for you before you're even dead, doesn't it?
I I once was going through a graveyard and saw my grandmother's grave, and she was not dead yet. She had it made ahead of time. She had her name on it. She didn't have the final date on it yet. But yeah, she was going to be buried right there. And she had it ready to go.
No, I think that your own your own headstone should be something that like the Ghost of Christmas to Come shows you. It shouldn't be something you have ready to go.
Yeah, it kind of ruins the surprise if you're, oh, I've already seen this. What do you mean you've already seen it? I mean, I've seen it. I made this. I made it before it died. Just wrecks the dramatic moment there.
Yeah, like Back to the Future. You're just waiting for the date to fill in.
Yeah, exactly.
And I've tried it. No strings.
Well, he really didn't go back on that shirt, hey? He loves that
Yeah,
shirt.
I'm going to say, he's gone all in on this shirt here.
That was the one thing about turning 40 I loved was this shirt.
Call me kiddo.
No.
Yeah.
I did?
Yeah.
Well,
His son doesn't look that far apart from him in age.
No, not really. Well, 40's not that old.
come on, let's get out of here. Love is, responsibility. Oh, no. I'll give you. It is a major...
Oh, you don't have to lecture. You shouldn't be lecturing anyone about responsibility, sir.
Surprise! Happy birthday, baby. Well, bet you never thought you'd see your old dumb buddy Sue Ann.
Here's the video your mother recorded before she started fucking that cop.
Now it's all I have of it. I don't have this house for long. I'm making pork payments.
Like, I really think you're a great guy and everything. And, wow, Dad, you just blow me away, huh?
You come a long way, Bobby. Ever seen your apes in Harris County? You're quite a boy, Bobby Lee.
I think his disastrous life came down to his cake choice. Had he gone with the ice cream cake, this winds up totally different.
Yeah, totally different. So what was going through your mind when you did the acting in that last scene there, Bruce Dern? I was just regretting being in this movie. I was thinking of my choices, of reading the script and saying, yeah, I'll do it, signing the contract, just how it all went wrong.
Listen, I'm going to be honest.
I'm going to steal this shirt.
Yeah, I'm going to be honest. I didn't read past the part that said I was having sex with Aunt Margaret. I just kind of stopped reading the script at that point.
I thought this was going to be awesome.
He got a heck of a deal.
Look at how depressed he is by his giant pool.
Yeah.
Poor bastard.
Oh, he's going to go right in. He hasn't changed still.
Wow.
Going to go right in the hot tub with his midlife crisis clothes. Listening to Jerry Lee Lewis sing about crazy, 40 and crazy.
And his wife is going to take him back here, isn't she?
Yep.
And today he's 40 years old, going on 20.
Sing it, Jerry Lee.
Don't look for the gray in his hair, 'cause he ain't got any.
Damn, she's a 10, Real 10.
Yeah, she's gorgeous. Anne Margaret's beautiful. Why I watch Viva Las Vegas more than once.
See if I can get this Anne Margaret lady's phone number after the show here, gentlemen.
Trying to prove he still can.
Yep. Gonna throw it all away for Anne Margaret.
Yep. Anne Margaret.
And if you're watching, you can find me on Twitter.
It's at Good Improv. We share the account though, so don't send anything too saucy through the DMs there, all right?
Got hot water shooting up my ass. I got it all. Almost.
If you mean about last night.
Oh, that was last night.
Where it was.
It doesn't matter where you were. All that matters is that
I've ruined this shirt.
If you are.
That I refuse to button up.
I said it's unbuttoned again.
You want me to be?
How much?
It'd be easier for him if they made a version of it without buttons.
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
a
you
totally
see the leg
open
buttoning it
shirt.
up.
Yeah, an unsealable shirt.
Are you sure you're not drunk or something?
I am.
Oh, I'm drunk.
Handsome.
I'm so drunk. But now I have
I'm
to
not
find
drunk,
a new job.
I'm
But
40.
the problem is, I have to find a new job, Ann. But the problem is, Ann, I never learned to read, Ann. I can't read.
Oh, that'd be amazing.
That one was great, man.
Well,
That dude was
actually a
more of
movie.
a scumbag than Bruce Dern in this one.
Yeah.
I don't know if I should let you gentlemen know this, but next week we've got kind of a unofficial sequel to that movie where the exact same actor has the exact same problem, except instead of being illiterate, his problem is he's hooked on cocaine.
Oh, well, that's very similar. I thought you were going to say he made a whole series of I can't read movies.
He's driving the big truck and he's got his face in the cocaine so he doesn't see the turns. you
Yeah,
know?
exactly.
Causes a big accident.
Poor bastard's right where he started, having to have sex with Anne Margaret again.
Now he realized what he had.
Yeah.
Out of the frying pan into the hot tub.
Made myself a little note. A reminder to get rid of the Porsche.
I'm going to drive it right off a cliff, honey.
Porsche.
I guess I'm just an Oldsmobile man.
Well, I've said crazy things before I knew how love could hurt me.
And then again, the ice cube rattles in the drinks are just getting a lot of treatment here in the audio mix.
They have a
And the
separate
award.
Foley artist.
The award for best Ice Cube sound replication goes to
Middle-aged crazy.
He's got a nice little pad there in Texas.
Yeah.
Yep.
So his son, so he's probably lost his job. His son's knocked up his girlfriend and is not going to complete his college education.
Yep.
I'm assuming she's going to have the baby because it's Texas.
Well, it's also
gonna wind
Texas
up in a
40 years
paternity.
ago.
Texas 40 years ago, yeah.
Yeah, could wind up in a paternity scandal with that cheerleader because she's seeing how many men. Who knows?
Yeah, who knows?
And again, it's the 80s, so nobody's using any condoms or anything. It's all just like flying
no.
around.
Yep.
And that close up on the Porsche.
The real star. What an odd shot to end the movie on. Just the hood of the Porsche.
Look, there's shit on the hood there. What the hell is that?
It looks like a heart with something written in it.
Is it?
Did you miss that scene?
No,
That's
is
what I
it?
thought was a heart.
Oh, it is. It is. But then there was also like a piece of shit there too. It looks like.
I don't remember that scene when somebody wrote on his Porsche.
No. All right. Well, let's head on back. We'll get back to where we talk about movies now.
Oh.
All right. Well, that was middle-aged crazy.
There we go. Middle-aged crazy, everybody.
And I'd say you're middle-aged crazy if you didn't love it.
So, anyone heading towards that midlife crisis, this is the model. This is what you do. This is how you do it. Bruce Dern style.
It's all laid out for you.
Yeah,
It's
Bruce
funny,
Dern
like
style.
it almost became better movies throughout. Like it almost became Falling Down, much better movie. It almost became Damage with better movie. Like there's several points where it could have swerved into a better movie, but no, just kept slow and steady, wins the race. Just kept plodding along as middle-aged crazy.
Well, I know we were ragging on it pretty bad at the start for like just being stupid, but that first part where he was just having fantasies was actually a better part of the movie than the second half where nothing happened.
Yeah.
I thought it was great. Some of my favorite things about it were the total lack of tension and intensity that you would expect with a guy going crazy, and how it just kind of plodded along. I loved it. I thought it was fantastic.
Yeah, you didn't have to worry about being interested or excited.
It didn't get hung up on trying to be like an entertaining motion picture or anything like that.
Yeah, really just let itself pace itself out there.
Just freed it up to really do nothing, which is what it kind of wanted to do.
It excelled at that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was great.
Great.
I hope at least Anne Margaret and Bruce Dern got paid well for this.
Yeah, me too.
Well, I know the ice clinking sound guy did, so.
Yeah, the ice Foley artist. Totally different animal than regular Foley. You got to hire a separate ice Foley artist for this.
I imagine that at some point during that guy's career, there's like, Phil, we love the mix, but we can't really hear the ice. He's like, oh, you want to hear the ice, huh? You want to hear the ice in the glass? Fine, well, you hear the fucking ice then.
He's just the director. Probably titanium cubes.
Yeah, because it wouldn't have been real ice.
I was just shaking it vigorously in front of the microphone, like
while screaming.
Ah! EQ that out. It's fine.
Director just watched the whole movie like 8 times over and like, what is missing? What is ice? Ice sounds. We need more ice sounds for these. This with Anne Margaret.
Yeah, this movie isn't testing very well with focus groups. They say it makes no sense, the plot's incoherent, and nothing is really going on. What if we crank up the ice sounds in the mix? What about that? Will that do anything for our...
Yeah, it did very poorly with focus groups, but with unfocused groups, it did great.
People were just kind of like, huh? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
They turned away and then the movie was over. Like, oh, that must have been good.
Just kind of scrolling on their phone. Huh? Oh, yeah, okay.
Tested very well with those audiences. Well, thanks for watching. Subscribe to the channel. Give us a follow. Give yourself
do that.
A pat on the back.
Do it all.
Have a good evening.
Yeah, you made it. You made it through middle-aged crazy. Congratulations.
Yeah. See you next time.
Do something worthwhile with your life.
Hear him say that. He's going to move that